few topics of conversation for your own peace of mind and for your own sanity, that it is very wise to avoid discussing with a narcissistic individual, as narcissistic people have that sense of entitlement. They have that arrogance that they are always right. They don't believe that they should have to answer to you. They're not interested in any of your opinions. They're often very envious of who you are and your achievements. Therefore, whenever you go to discuss anything with a narcissist, you're going to come away questioning yourself, doubting yourself, blaming yourself, feeling ashamed of yourself, wondering whether you are good enough. And it's all to do with the narcissist and who they are as a person. They can't be pleased for other people. Therefore, when you are around a narcissistic individual, it's very wise to avoid certain topics. And one of the first of these is mistakes. Their mistakes, your mistakes, or anyone else's mistakes. Discuss their mistakes. They're going to take great offence to this because they perceive themselves to be perfect, and they're going to twist it onto how it's your fault in some way. Discuss your mistakes and they're not going to help you. They're going to make you feel worse. Discuss other people's mistakes and they're going to mock and humiliate those people. Another thing you want to avoid discussing with a narcissist is opinions. Again, theirs, yours, or anyone else's. With a narcissistic individual, when discussing opinions, if yours or somebody else's don't align with theirs, they get offended. However, if you discuss their opinions and agree with their opinions, they get validated. They perceive themselves to be perfect and they will use this against you. Secrets is another one you want to avoid discussing with a narcissist. Again, there's yours or anyone else's. They don't believe that anyone knows their secrets, so they get offended if they work out that you know something about them that they don't want you to know. Tell them your secrets and they will use them against you later down the line to manipulate you, to blackmail you so that they can get away with something, or they can do something, or they can get something from you. Tell them other people's secrets and they again will use those secrets against those people. You want to avoid discussing your feelings with a narcissistic individual at all costs to your emotional welfare. As when you discuss your feelings with a narcissistic individual, they're going to twist them and use them against you. Tell a narcissist how you feel and they will go all out to make you feel worse. They are some of the most insensitive people you could ever meet. Therefore, if you go and explain how something has made you feel, they're going to accuse you of being too sensitive. They lack the empathy, therefore they lack the ability to relate to your feelings. They're just going to accuse you of overreacting, of having trust issues, of going through their things, of being jealous. Not only are they going to accuse you of these things, they're going to provoke that feeling within you. So they're going to provoke that natural jealousy feeling within you. And when you go to discuss your perfectly normal reactions to their actions with them, they're going to blame your emotional reactions so that you question yourself and not their behaviour. Tell them how somebody else feels and they'll accuse you of trying to manipulate them. Try and discuss their feelings with them. They don't want you to know too much information about them, so they're going to be highly offended to this. Narcissistic individuals, although they are very insensitive, they're also very sensitive themselves. They're very sensitive to any form of constructive feedback. They get offended and they blame you. And you don't want to discuss any form of constructive feedback with them. You don't want to ask for their advice because they will go all out to find a way to sabotage you because they're envious of other people and they seek to put other people down in a manner where they can go, I was only trying to help. I was only thinking of you. So they look like the genuine person in the situation. Try and give any constructive feedback to them. They're not here to learn or to grow or to develop. They're here to control and manipulate and win and gain attention and gain validation that they themselves are perfect and it's everybody else's fault. So you do not want to discuss any constructive feedback with them. They're simply not interested. Achievements is another one. If you discuss a narcissist's achievements, boy, will they either play them down to gain the attention or go on and on about just how incredible and amazing they are because they want to feel superior to you. Talk about someone else's achievements and they're going to come at you with, oh, do you like them? Do you fancy them? Do you prefer them? Just because you've discussed what somebody else has achieved. Discuss your achievements and they're going to dismiss them or talk about how they've done something far better than you, or they're going to find a way to sabotage them for you. Personal shortcomings, we all have them. Discuss yours, a narcissist will weaponize these against you. Discuss theirs, a narcissist will take offense. Discuss somebody else's, a narcissist will accuse you of being bitter or jealous towards that person. So you can't discuss any personal shortcomings. Unsolicited advice. Now, not many people are that keen on unsolicited advice. However, non-narcissistic people can often take it in the manner it is meant. Narcissistic individuals take offence to this. They're arrogant enough to believe that they're always right. Therefore, they don't need any advice from you because they perceive themselves to be better than you. And any advice that they give you, even though you try to take on board other people's advice, you don't want to take on board a narcissistic person's advice because they're looking to sabotage you. And when you listen to them and do something that they've asked or recommended and it goes wrong, they're still going to blame you, but in a manner while they'll claim that they were just trying to help you. They play the victim in the scenario that they created. You do not want to discuss your past, your present, or your future with a narcissistic individual. Discuss your past and they'll learn all about your biggest pains and weaponize them to make them a reality in your present. Talk about your future and they will borrow your dreams to create an illusion of who they are as a person based on the things that you would like in your future, so that they can future fake with you, so that they can get their needs met by you in their present moments. And then when the future hits, they deny all knowledge, bring up something that they said they would do that they failed to deliver on, and they'll accuse you of being hung up on your past, living in the past, not letting things go, not letting things lie. Discuss what you're about to do and they'll take offence. You cannot have these conversations with narcissistic individuals. They weaponize anything and everything they can. And even the weather. Try and discuss the weather with a narcissistic individual and they will turn it into a competition. Go on holiday somewhere that they potentially haven't been and come back and they'll be, oh, what was the weather like? Oh, it was lovely, thank you. Oh, I bet it wasn't as hot as we had it here. We had it really hot here. And you can just think, okay, fair enough. Or if you go away and you've had some storms, you haven't really paid attention with what you were doing, and then you come home and where you live has also had storms and you can notice the damage and just make a passing comment of the fence panels that are down or the trees that have blown over. Well, you should know. You've come from where you've been. So they're going to blame you for the weather that they've experienced and the potential damage that it's caused to their property. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, the best communication you can have with them is no communication. You need to become as dull and as boring as possible, and they will find a way to twist that against you so that they can feel superior, so that they can feel better about themselves. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any topics of conversations that you believe are wise to be avoided when dealing with narcissistic individuals, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a few books out on Amazon. A Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact, and how to create psychological, emotional and physical boundaries around those who don't respect your boundaries. The links for those will be in the description also if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.